Because Whore of Babylon in Isaac is a curse item, and its original title is The Curse of Nintendo 3DS. Get it? Ha ha ha. You know when I explain pastas, and I sometimes say, some random shit happens, that isn't important. Yeah, that's this whole pasta, so let's start this shit fest. It starts with a guy talking to a guy, that is his cousin. The guy shows off his Nintendo 3DS to the other guy and says it's selling for $300. And then immediately afterwards, he says he'll sell it for $200. That was also quite the useless statement, since he immediately gives him a used 3DS for free in the very next paragraph. So happy as shit, the protagonist goes home and starts using it. But oh, oops, it has to charge. So he put it to charge overnight since it was 12 AM and went to sleep. Wait, 12 AM? He got home right after he got the console. Was the seller just holding a garage sale at midnight or something? Never mind. After a few hours of sleep, he smells burning plastic. Well, looks like somebody must have been playing Action 52 for longer than an hour. But no, it's actually the charger, so he got up and unplugged it and continued sleeping. Phew, that was pointless. 1 hour later, the 3DS decided to be Vagineer and woke up the protagonist with the startup music set on ear-rape. Funny, cause Nintendo 3DS has no startup music. But I may be wrong on that. So then the little light on the thing was purple instead of it being green or red, and that apparently really scared him. I just got word from Juvie, the guy who co-created Run in the Eyes of Greed, and is a pro handle console expert dude guy. He claims that the 3DS has red and blue lights, not red and green lights. So if both the lights are on, it will technically create purple. Thank you, Juvie, my man. Now piss off, I got shit to read. He then noticed that the 3DS has very few stuff in it. There's a game called Labyrinth, which I'm guessing it's just a hentai starring Lolo. Did I really put that joke in there? Pictures, music, and settings. The settings are absolutely useless, just like the pasta. There is a picture of what the writer claims is weird ass photos of some random the whole time. I think the writer forgot to write what was in those weird ass photos. So I can't even bother to make fun of that because it's just too confusing. Okay, and then there are sounds. There's like a test sound file, then there's like a file that takes like 0 seconds. So I'm guessing that was Justin Bieber's only good song. And there's like a sound file that takes like 36 minutes. So it's basically, first it's static, they never tell us how long it takes. Then it's silence, again another good song by Justin Bieber. And then there was talking heard, but it was not from the 3DS, but from the other room. Then there was screaming heard, and was probably saying something like, "Get me out of this pasta!" Now if you read the pasta, you would know that I fucked up the order of him checking shit on the 3DS, whatever. But it doesn't matter really. It's not like the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, where it's conquest followed by famine, followed by war, followed by death. It kind of makes sense. That's the idea of an apocalypse. This doesn't really need any order, and that's not a good sign. So then the picture in the photos file changed to a guy with cat eyes and sharp teeth, and it has only 2 colors, which is black and gray. The eye is gray and the pupil is black. The teeth are gray and the mouth is like the inside of the mouth is pitch black. You got that, artist? That will make this picture good. Okay, then he hears the 36-minute sound file because it's pointless and I can't organize a fucking script. And then all of a sudden, something appears behind him. Guess what it is? No, not a Sonic doll. That would be a retarded ending. No, it was a cat guy from the photo approaching the protagonist. The protagonist is frozen stiff because that's what I would do if I saw a cat boy attempting to rape me. He then says, "Nothing is true, everything's permitted." Why yes, I did play Assassin's Creed. How rude of you to ask me that while I'm reading this shit. So, okay, back to the thing. So then, faster than you can say, why did Manimal disappear after I blinked as if he was SCP-173? He's standing outside and his house is burned to the ground. And then he sees the 3DS and it has a text that it says, "You're next." So yeah, he won't upload the pics and sound files until he gets a new home. I have to say, this is the worst pasta that Sophie ever made. That was the most meh joke that has anything to do with raw candy ever. He also says that free shit is very no bad. I'm calling her a he cause she's flat and I'm funny, haha. Well, this was certainly the most referenced jokes I've ever put on this show. I bet most of you don't even know half of them. Doesn't matter, this pasta shit and that's all you need to know. This is the part of the show where I say goodbye in an insulting way. But I'm lazy, so you go ahead and do that to yourself.